Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
All right, everybody, got another episode of Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Here's the thing, guys. Joey's going to wrap his thing up real quick. It's okay, because I got some things to share. Okay?
Spit it.
We appreciate you. This is our hobby. This is fun for us. Yeah, we're selling shirts. Yeah, we're trying to get shout outs. Yeah, we're trying to do with our things, this and that. We enjoy this. We actually, I went to his house. We don't record. We laugh the same. We tell the same stories. It's sometimes where I'm at his house or he's over here and we're talking and I'm like, man, I wish we had a microphone right now because it's some hilarious stuff. We try to capture this, and we're only in the business to entertain. We want to just there's so much crap out there in the world that what we want to do is just absolutely make you go, okay, you know what, for the next 45 minutes,
Check it out.
I'm just going to listen to these two dorkos just rant.
I just got a text from somebody that said you're funny. Somebody's listening right now.
Is that my wife?
I don't know.
You don't know who it is? Some random
I just got a text from a random number.
You're funny. Edred just sent me a text. I'm trying to get some pictures, but he said, hey, not some pictures.
I'm just kidding. I didn't get a text.
What am I asking? He said, he said, hey, buddy, we're doing this push-up thing. And he's like checking in where you're at. I said, hey, bro, I'm right now doing laps on the mic with Joe. And he goes, yeah, guess I'll crack a beer. So I guess.
That a boy?
Dude, there you go.
That a boy?
There you go.
I see you, buddy.
So.
Guess I'll crack a Modella.
A Modelo Man. We got the Modelo Man. Joey Hollenbeck in.
It's actually
person.
Holleback.
Hollenbeck with Hollenbeck. We got Hollerin with Hollenbeck, episode 40-something. 43. Dude.
Man, we've been doing this for a
44?
year, bro. Bro, we've been doing this for a year?
Almost, man.
Hey, remember when I told you that you didn't think that I would stick around?
Yeah. You know I use reverse psychology on you?
Why?
I wanted to keep you around. I said I could let this guy just kind of show up. He might just show up. He might find the next flashy thing. But if I tell him, listen, bro, I don't think you can do it.
You're wrong. It's like the highlight of my week is getting on these sticks.
Really?
Yeah. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love getting on these things. Like, I like to talk. I like to make people laugh.
Now, has it increased?
No, actually, I don't even think I'm that funny. I just like to make people smile.
Dude, you made me laugh hard on the last one. If you guys haven't listened to the last episode, you got to listen to the one where he's talking about when he wore a thong back in... No, it wasn't...
It was a freaking Speedo. I'm not wearing a thong,
sorry.
bro.
My bad.
Although, if I did wear a thong, people would be trying to bounce a quarter off my ass.
Dude, should we just start, making some HWH Speedos? Selling those online?
Write in and say if you'd buy a HW with Hollenbeck logo
let us know. Let us know if you're interested. We'll sell them for. No,
we'll just give them away.
We'll give them away.
Yeah,
if you're interested, let us know. We'll give them away. We'll sling them at you as we drive by your house.
We'll drive by. Slingshot.
Oh man. So what was so we started talking randomly. We talked about cassette, vinyl, crazy. Trying to reinvent ourselves. We had all these different things. But then that's the thing. Sometimes you want to plan these episodes. Okay, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this. But here, sometimes it gets so free flowy that it's just like having a conversation. You never walk up. Every once in a while, maybe you're like, I got to see my friends real quick because I got the story I got to tell them, and you'll tell them that story. But then you start having some beers with them and dude, remember this time? Dude, remember that time? Dude, remember this time? And then it just kind of just gels, man. That was that last one, man. Gives me, I got goosebumps. So
that was good. It was good. Well, let's start gelling then.
Okay, let's start gelling. Okay, so we were doing a lot of cassettes, first this, first that.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about crushes a couple times ago. Most embarrassing, most wildest, craziest thing you ever done. Me was wild, crazy hair. Just absolutely blew Joey's.
Spirit Week Live, dude. I was like, that is insane.
I felt bad.
That is bananas.
I felt bad that I feel like I shadowed yours. Mine was so crazy. It made yours.
The Speedo look like I was at church.
I legitimately felt bad. I'm like, I just blew this dude out of the water.
Yeah, oh my god, that guy put egg yolks in his hair. What? I gotta up my game. I got to up my game.
All right, so here's my question for you.
Go.
We're gonna talk about partying a little bit.
Go. Oh, hey, that's my middle name,
That's your middle
Playboy.
name.
Speaking of, I think I need another beer before we get into this.
All right.
Is that one ready?
This one is ready. It's a Lagunitas.
Did you put your lips on it?
Not yet.
These are heavy hitters, though, bro.
Maybe
6.2. Good, buddy.
Are we out of Modelo's?
I don't know. You only put 6 of them in there because you're
Put
trying
like
to cut
8
me
of
off.
them in there. I had a few. So here's the thing: partying. Okay.
Listen and go.
Okay. When you party, and you like to party. Hi, I'm Joe,
I go all in. I do everything 100%.
and we're not talking about fighting. This is a love podcast. Okay.
That's all I do is love, bro.
Have you ever been in the zone? Do you remember the night music? You were on the dance floor. You were flowing. You could have owned the place that you were in.
Which time? What are we talking about? Which time? Oh, you're talking to any place I go? If I go in there,
You own it?
if I go in there and I'm feeling it, look out, Big Bear's getting loose.
Are you dancing?
I got to be really there, but dude, every once in a while, if I feel that beat,
Yeah. Are you karaokeing? If there's some music, are you jumping out there?
nope.
Not one.
I don't karaoke.
Not a song.
I have before, but like twice in my whole life.
What was it? What songs? What'd you choose?
honestly-
New Kids, Hanging Tough?
No, bro.
That-
I honestly don't remember. It was literally, I came home from college and it was like Pard's Place.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Or is that what it's called?
Yeah, it was
back
like the
then or
Crystal,
something like that?
Pard's
The Crystal,
Place.
I don't remember which one it was. I did it one night and it was like I was home for like spring break maybe. My freshman year in college and I did it and
You're like, ooh, child.
I drank so much green beer.
Things are gonna get easier. They're like, boo, got the, ooh, now baby, get what?
I drank so much green beer at that dump that I was pissing green for like 3 weeks.
It is nuclear piss. Nuclear piss.
Seriously. I feel like it's on The Simpsons.
But do you remember the songs at all? Seriously.
No, I swear to you, I could
Pump
not.
up the jam. Pump it up. Come on, pump it.
Me just up there just fist bumping like, come on, guys.
Come on,
move your
pump
feet.
it.
Me, move your feet. Let's go.
So that's
like it's like pump up the jam. What is this, aerobics video, bro? No.
But
no, I don't
you
even
break
remember.
off you break off the breakaway pants and
feel
you got your
like- I feel like-
Speedo on. You're just like,
If I'm being honest, I feel like it was probably like Alabama Dixieland Delight or
There you
something
go.
crazy like
Okay.
that. Little.
country boy.
What? That's not the song.
That's John Denver.
Anyways, I've literally karaoke one, maybe twice, and I obviously don't remember it because I was probably shattered.
I love karaoke. I want to talk about me for a second.
No shit. I can see you doing that,
Dude, I was joking about the Hanging Tough thing. I love Hanging Tough because it always gets people going. It's the millennials like me, and then the older generation like you, and that it's like the people that grew up with it. And so I'm like, throwback time, and then I'll go out there and I'll go, oh, and I'll point to the right side of you guys now, and then females left side, and then I would just keep on top, boom, 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 boom. Just step on your hand, and you're gonna get stumped. And dude, I love it every time, and it always gets.
Yo, but seriously,
cheers.
that's probably
It always
exactly
gets
how it
cheers.
sounds too.
It gets cheers.
That's
too.
probably exactly how it sounds.
That's exactly
too.
how it sounds. Yeah. Hanging Tough.
Grab the wrong one.
Who's coming in here?
What are you doing?
Hey,
You're back again.
I'm always here, huh?
that's my daughter Jacqueline. She says, "You're
Where's-
back again."
Where's Uncle Joe's knuckles at?
you gonna
Where are my knuckles
give him a
at?
pound?
Ow, why are you doing so hard?
He's silly.
I got delicate knuckles.
He's silly.
I got delicate knuckles, silly. How are you? Are you jumping on the trampoline? You are? Okay, cool.
Is he a big guy? Is he pretty tall?
Hey, what? Hay's for horses.
When you get taller than me, then
When I get taller than you, then what?
and then you will jump on a trampoline with me.
When I get taller than you? Am I taller than you yet, you think?
Like this.
Wait, come over here. I can't hear you very well.
She thinks people are going to shrink. I think she watched Benjamin Button, and
What'd
she's
you
going to
say?
shrink.
What'd you say when say that again?
When
What?
you grow like that tall, that's like me, then you will jump on my trampoline.
When I get as tall as you, I can?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm very tall right now? No? She legit just turned her back on me and said no and walked away. So when I get as tall as you, I can jump on your trampoline? Okay.
Because that's little.
Dad's little.
So who's more strong? Would you say this guy or me? Who's bigger and stronger? Me, Dad, or Joe? Who's bigger and stronger?
Well, you're stronger.
Are you the strongest? Are you stronger than both of us? She's nodding her head, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Wow. You're really buff. You're really strong. Hey, where's Mom at? Where's Mommy at? Go say hi to her and shut the door. She's inside?
Yeah. To get her wine and then come out.
To get her wine and then come out? You already... Well, she already knows. She already knows to get her wine and then come out. And you're strong.
I can't wait till I'm as tall as you so I can get on your trampoline.
Dude, I got to tell you this story. You got to get out of here. You got to get out of here. Go. Love you.
No, I want to stay in here.
No, bye-bye.
No, I want to play ping pong with Mom.
Okay, shut the door. Anyway, this one time, she was kicking the soccer...
At band camp?
Yeah, at band camp. She was kicking the soccer ball in our kitchen, and it hit the wine rack, and it shook it. You hear it, shh, it didn't shatter, but it rattled together. And she came up to tell me what it was. This was like a couple weeks ago. She comes up to me, she goes, Dad, I already knew what she hit, but she goes, Dad, I hit the thing. And I go, what thing? And I already knew. She goes, I go, what thing? And she goes, Mom's thing. And she takes she pretends she's got a bottle in her hand. She goes, Mom's thing.
Oh, she drink it?
Just yelling it. No, like this was it.
No, but she drank it actually for real?
Hey, no, she was joking.
Can you hand that to Can you hand that to your Uncle Joe?
Hold on. This is getting out of control. Could you give that to Joey? He's not even listening to my stories.
I'm listening.
He's yeah.
Hi, how are you?
We're going to do a campfire later.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, did you see in there? Did you look in there yet?
Ooh, where's that come
It smells like rich mahogany in here, doesn't it?
from? Wonderful.
So we got
That's just me, but there's wood in there.
we got a hookup. That's him. I'll tell you in a little bit.
One of your lots that you're working on or something?
No, it's not his.
no,
No.
no.
Do you think he brought anything to this place? All right.
Only a boat that he takes away.
Now he brings the
When are you
beer.
guys coming over? Where do you guys coming over to get on the boat? By the way,
When are you going to invite us?
you just got to rent a place. We think I got a three-story place over there too.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, hook us up. Give
I got a
us
spot.
the heads
I'll
up.
figure it out.
Okay. Even if it's just me.
Oh, let's just spit my beer out.
It's just us together.
Done.
And I'm just like, Dad, another time on the tubes, Dad.
Dad, please hurry.
Dad, go faster.
You just give me thumbs up and thumbs down. Too fast.
Go speed. I don't even know where we're at.
Me neither.
We kind of got derailed. That's
Let's
okay.
start over.
No, we're good.
Okay.
This is the magic of editing. We'll splice some of it in. But yeah, so it's karaoke, and I'm just yelling and screaming. I don't know.
You do karaoke.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You almost did karaoke on the dairy aisle at Safeway.
No, I didn't.
And then here's the thing, guys. If you ever think that Joey could be like, you think, oh, he's a wild and crazy guy. He's got that horse teeth going with Elway. What are you drinking on that? Oh, you're spitting. And so then he does get a little shy.
Well, I was about ready to sing that song, and then you like, oh really? And you're like, boom. Excuse me, everybody on aisle 3. We are we got a 6'4", 300-pounder about ready to start singing a song, and then like literally everybody in this store came.
Did you ever ever where do you get shy? Have you been shy?
That's the thing. I don't get nervous. I don't really get nervous. I don't get nervous really. I don't. I just don't. Like if I'm
Cop pulls you over?
if I'm
Cop pulls you over, you're a little nervous?
depends on what's in my system.
Like music system? Like you got
Yeah, like if I'm playing NWA or something. Like, but like, yeah, I've only been able to pull over like a couple times. Knock on wood. But
what was the most recent time?
Maybe a couple years ago for a warning.
That was it? Mm-hmm. That's good.
I've only had one ticket in my life.
Me too. Oh, I'll tell you my ticket story in a second. Yeah, I'm going to tell you my ticket story right now.
Oh, spit it then.
Okay. Auburn. Lived on C Street.
You lived in Auburn?
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. So you lived in Auburn. You lived in you started in Selleck and you moved to Auburn?
I went to a little bit a hill.
Yo, you got some.
Dude, I live on C Street behind
some,
Albertsons.
Hey, you legit have some
D Loop.
You have some legit like life skills around you.
Listen,
you've been through some shit.
You want to know where the craziest place I've ever lived? Kent. Okay.
What?
On Washington Ave, next to it used to be a pub. Pard's Pub.
Gators.
No. It was over by the Safeway area, like where they had. It's like on the other side of the of 67.
Off of Willis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have this.
I don't know where that pub's at, but
I live in a duplex. And I'm telling you, Kent, Auburn, Selleck, wild areas to live. I'll tell you that right now.
You got some street cred, bro.
Bro,
You don't act like you have a lot of street cred. You got some street cred for living there, bro.
I don't want to flaunt it. I just pretend. Oh yeah, I was raised in the Enumclaw.
That's gangster.
So Auburn. I'm driving. I'm speeding. I got my Toyota Tercel. Okay, Toyota Tercel, 1981. Toyota Tercel. Looks like a go-kart.
81? Did you say 81?
Yeah.
91?
81.
Okay.
Looks like a Toyota. It looks like a go-kart with some sheet metal on it. I'm just driving it, and I'm whipping around the corners over by the bridge where you could go up to by Lakeland Hills. Like if you want to take a left up there, go by Mill Pond Apartments, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But I go over that bridge, but I'm heading the other way. I'm going by the car wash. I'm heading in by Albertsons, and there's a motorcycle cop on the side of the road. Just bam, 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 gets me.
Bam, bam. Was he shooting at you?
No, he gets me with the.
Why you go bam, bam,
with
bam?
The speedometer thing, with the speed gun, whatever. And so I pull over right in front of him because I think he doesn't have to get on his bike, like he doesn't have to do anything. I already know that I'm gonna get pulled over just based off of how his reaction was to how I was driving by. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna keep him out of harm's way. I'm gonna just pull over right in front of him and just park, and then. Maybe he'll just let me off with a warning. No, the dude lit me up with a ticket.
What were you? How
I was like 15 over. Okay,
come on, Trav. That's reckless.
It's I am. That's what they call me, Reckless Kenny. And so,
white lavender Kenny.
So I go to court. I sit in court for like an hour, hearing all these people go through this, go through that, go through this. And I'm thinking to myself, because PEMCO has already told me, listen, you get one free strike. You've been with us long enough that no matter what you do, violation-wise, unless it's like super illegal, You're in the clear, right?
That boy.
Right.
Oh, shit, we have an Easter egg hunt?
Right. So anyway, I go into the courtroom and I'm sitting there.
Why'd you have to go to court if you had a freebie?
No. My insurance companies tell me I have a freebie. Okay. So I'm like, well, I could take it or leave it. So I head out, go to the courtroom. I'm sitting there. I hear this thing, that thing, this thing. I'm at traffic court, whatever. So then it's my turn. I go up there, and the judge goes, "So are you challenging what had happened?" I'm like,
"It wasn't me."
I'm like, banging on the sofa. It wasn't me. No, I said karaoke. So I said no, I did it. I sped, and he goes. So wait, what are you doing here? And I'm like, well,
so you totally acknowledge everything's cool.
Yeah, I said legitimate. He's like, did the officer treat you wrong? Like you want to? I'm like, no, officer treat me great. I pulled over. I told him a story. Guy clocked me. I park, and I go. He goes, well, what are you doing here? He goes, actually, you know what? If you want this off your record, you can go to a traffic school class, take you 8 hours, and then as long as you don't do anything within next year, it'll be off your record. I'm like, actually, my insurance company is completely cool with it. Like, they just gave me a freebie. So,
guy's like, so you're wasting my time.
And he goes, what are you doing here? And
I just never been to court before.
And I go, he goes, is that egg yolk in your hair? You got crazy hair going on right now?
Is this Spirit Week at Eden Club?
He said. He goes, no, he goes, so what are you doing here? I'm like, I just thought maybe you'd either like knock it down a little bit. Like, I don't want to pay $130. Like, yeah. And he's like, oh, you're just trying to get like a relief? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I don't think anyone's ever done that before. and like, I don't think
anyone's ever wasted my time like this before.
He goes, you're pleading guilty. You don't want any traffic school.
But you want me to hook you up.
And you want me to see if, he goes, all right. Just for you being here and saying all this, and I've never heard it before. Yeah, $45. And then he knocks
You. Excuse me. Excuse me, Judge. Would you mind making it 25?
It never hurts to ask.
Oh no. Okay. I'm out of here.
But so anyway, Eric says he doesn't have any questions yet. But next time I can put him on the spot. So yeah, that was me. Have you ever gotten pulled over, had to go to court? Have you ever had to go to court in your life? And that's something you could talk about.
Have I ever had to go to court?
Yeah.
For me, no, ever. No.
Did you have to go as a witness?
No, I went and watched one though before.
What, like Judge Mathis? Like were you?
I was on Judge Judy in the crowd.
Just waving. There's a little wave.
Me just chucking.
Hi, Mom.
Me just like this. Me just chucking the deuce in the corner.
I didn't know that Chucking the Deuce was even a song.
Hey, I drop bangers when I put music to it. You got to find it.
That was absolutely hilarious.
You got to look. It takes me a long time to figure out what song I'm going to play to what.
It's so good.
To my Instagram story.
But anyway,
a long time sometimes.
So you went there as just to watch. Was it?
Yeah, because I got hit by a drunk driver like 5 years ago and flipped my car with my kids in it.
We have never talked about this.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've had a conversation with so many people. I don't know why I always forget, but they're like, dude, Joey shouldn't be alive. You should talk about that thing.
Yeah, that was a crazy time. Man.
Are we talking about that? Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Should we save it for episode 50?
Sure, we can save it for episode
Or do you want to do it now? We can do it now.
It's up to you what time, how much time we got. It's going to be a while.
We got about 30 minutes.
Left?
Well, we got about 25 minutes left.
Okay, we can do it.
All right, let's talk about it. I'm interested. The floor is yours, Your Honor.
Your Honor. So it was we were watching the Seahawks game. They were playing. I don't remember they were playing.
5 years ago. Set the stage.
No,
Who's
it might have
we?
been it's longer
Who's
than
we?
that. It's my family. It was longer than that.
Okay.
It was longer than that. 6 years now, maybe.
Two kids born or
7 years?
two
All
kids?
three of my kids were born.
How old's your third kid?
6.
So then it was
one. It was like 7 years ago.
She's 6, but it was 7 years ago.
No. Excuse me. It was like 5 years ago. She'll be 6. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 5 years ago.
Okay, so 5 years ago. Okay. What are you driving?
New Yukon GMC Yukon XL.
Are you driving?
Yep,
Man drives.
I'm driving.
So
we take off after a Seahawks game. We go grab some groceries, like whatever. And I was just normally we go like somewhere and watch the game, have some beers, like whatever. I'm like, I'm just gonna chill at home. I'm just gonna chill at the house, like whatever.
it's like a Sunday night game. Is it later on in the afternoon? Like
Well,
what?
it's Sunday. The game started at 1, so we were it was
okay.
like 6. But you're in the middle of winter, so it's dark at whatever
Right,
time, right?
right.
We got hit at 6:01. So it was. So the game got over at probably 4. We took off, went and grabbed some groceries. Kids are like, "Can we have Panera, Dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." So I take them to Panera. We eat. We get back in the car in Four Corners area right there.
Yeah.
And where Panera is right there at
Right.
Four Corners. So I'm like, get them in the car, buckle them all in, make sure everybody, because they're still, they're young. Like my oldest is like, she's 11 now, and she'll be 12 in September. So, anyways, they're like 4 less than 1. Like everybody's young, right? 5 years ago, and so I get in the car. I'm like, okay, kids, when we get home, it's jammy time. We'll make cookies. Like we'll chill. We'll like watch some TV, and it's bedtime. Okay, Daddy. Okay. So as I'm saying this, as I'm pulling out, and as I pull up to, if you're familiar with this area, I'll paint the picture for you. So I pull up to like, not the intersection, just so I can pull out on this road. There's 2 lanes going north and 2 lanes going south with like a median in the middle that has like flowers and trees and like not trees, but like shrubs and this and that in there. But if you look to your left, there's a stoplight maybe 150 yards away, and the light was red. So there was 1 car stopped there. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. So I pull out and I'm going 25 miles per hour. And next thing I know, I get tattooed from behind, and the dude was going like almost 100. So I didn't see him coming around that car. So he came up on the car in the right-hand lane, swooped into the left-hand lane. I pulled out into the left-hand lane, and I'm driving. And this dude tries to swerve around me and clips my back end. Well, Capri, my oldest, is sitting in the 3rd row seat on that side. Breaks the axle and goes right through us. Flips us sideways And I'm like, it was like slow motion. I'm like on the brakes, and it's kind of just sprinkling now, so the roads are wet, which is a good thing because we probably would have rolled a lot more. But kicks us sideways, and I'm trying to correct it, and I'm on the brakes, and I can't do anything. And next thing you know, and I've been in a rollover before, so it was like I knew it was coming. So I hit like this median, and it was like boom. But the shitty thing was, it threw me into oncoming traffic that was coming the other way. So like. Now me and my like less than 1-year-old she's sitting behind me, and we're like in the line of traffic. So this dude like swerves and has he swerved so hard when it happened so fast. Like if that car would have hit, I'd been dead. My daughter would have been dead. Like we'd have been toast. But so Brad and I live across the street from each other at the time, and we had for like 10 years or whatever. And he's like the word starts getting out, right? And so Brad gets the call. Or Steph gets his call, who's Brad's wife. Hey, Joey just got in an accident with the whole family, and they're on the hood of their car. So he thinks I'm dead. He thinks I'm on the hood of my car.
Oh.
But I'm on the hood, like meaning flipped over.
Right. Car's upside down.
So I always pray over my kids every time, family, every time we go anywhere. Like, Lord, put a legion of angels around us, right? So like always, I pray them all the time. So. And like there's no doubt in my mind that's exactly what happened. Like I got hit in this whole deal. Dude was going 90. Dude ended up living, but he was jacked, dude.
How old was this kid or this dude?
20.
So young kid?
28, 26, 20, mid-20s. Yeah. Like mid to upper 20s. And so anyways, we get hit, flip us into a rollover. So I'm out of my seatbelt, and I'm like kicking the window. I'm wearing Converse, and I'm kicking the window as hard as I can. And that's probably one thing that probably like saved us was like the window. Like, nothing smashed in, nothing. I'm like literally, dude. I mean, I'm not like trying to up myself or anything, but like in a situation where like things are hairy like that, I can break some glass. And like it was just spider web. I was punching like the side windows. I was like kicking the front window, trying to get out. Like my kids in there. Have you ever been in an accident when you're in like a full blown SUV and all the airbags go off?
No.
There's like gunpowder on it. So I thought the car was on fire. So I couldn't get my kids out of the freaking car. That's all I wanted to do was get my kids out of the car. And so I'm like literally everything I got. So finally I'm like, okay, I'm like slow it. I'm like I'm in a freaking football game. I'm like, all right. Take a deep breath. I'm like, slow it down, which was probably 30 seconds. Felt like an hour and a half. And I'm like, okay. I like slow it down. I'm like, okay, boom. And so I'm like, if I pull the handle twice, it'll unlock itself. And then I pull the handle twice, and I'm like literally diving with all my might. My full family's upside down, and I'm like on basically the dashboard, and I'm like literally like diving into this like door, like with all my might in my shoulder and everything. Next thing you know, I get the door open, and somebody's there helping too. Right. And I get the door open, and then I'm like literally like Capri gets out, Kate gets out, like the Charlie gets out, and I'm like literally like they're like, is anybody else? Sorry, they're like, is anybody else still in the car? Like this and that, and I'm literally chucking dudes. I'm literally chucking people, and I'm running around because I'm so discombobulated right now. I don't know which way is north, south. I don't know anything. Right. I don't know where I'm at because I just flipped and rolled, and I'm like, I don't know what's what. So I'm like literally like chucking. I'm like, dude, I probably threw like 4 people to the ground, like running around the car, and I ripped the door open, and my like less than 1-year-old's like kicking in like hysterics, like in her like full harness, like whatever 5-point. And there's a dude laying in there like trying to unhook her. And I'm like, dude. And I'm like laying in there trying to unhook her. And it gets unhooked. And she's like drops to me. And I'm like holding her. And dude, it was insane. So then like, but nobody had a scratch on them.
That's insane.
Nobody had, I mean, we got beat up for sure. Like, like that's why I got a first tear in my rotator. Like made my hip like crazy.
Oh, you're going to blame that. Okay. Yeah.
Come on. Hey, way to throw shade on it, bro. Okay. I see you.
I see you.
You gonna make a rap about it?
I see you milking that now.
Hey, you gonna make a rap about that?
I think I will.
Okay, cool. But no, so it was a crazy time. It went on for a long, long time. But that's the thing I went to in the court thing. And then he came up to me and was like, or his lawyer came up to me. The judge was like, no contact order. You even talk to this guy, we'll throw you in jail.
To that guy.
Yeah, to the dude.
He was trying to intimidate you?
This was like... I was so scared. Me just sitting there. Oh God. Oh God. No, I want to rip his face off. And so
he's protecting him.
probably he's like, see this guy? He's like, hold on, before this thing gets in order, no contact. No, so the dude's like, so the guy's like, so he's like, his lawyer's like, excuse me, like, well, because they wanted us to write like testimony about the whole thing and like this and that. Well, the judge for some reason didn't have him, and he's like, you don't want to say anything? I'm like, did you read my testimony? And he's like, no, where is it? And the clerk's like, oh, it's right here, sir. And he reads it, and the dude's like, yeah. He's like, he's like, to the guy, he's like, I don't care what your mom and dad just said. I don't care what anybody says. He's like, you screwed up on this one, buddy. And he's just like, I'm throwing the book at you, basically. He's like, he just rattled things off. The dude couldn't even go to a place that served alcohol for like 2 years.
Oh, he was drinking during that time when he would hit you.
Bro, he blew like a.
You didn't tell me all this.
Oh yeah. So no. So the detective called me the next day. The guy was going insane, like almost 100 miles an hour when he hit me. Right. The detective said when he pulled up on scene, he was wearing a Seahawks jersey. She goes, do you see anything about the guy? I go, yeah, he was wearing a Seahawks jersey. And he had like a beard, kind of, not like a long beard, but just like a beard-ish, like kind of like mine or yours, you know? Right. And that's all I could tell. And she's like, okay, you identified him. She's like, when I came to the scene, like 30 minutes after he was at Harborview, she's like, I could still smell alcohol, and there was no bottles of booze in the car. He blew like his blood alcohol was like 1.8 or 1 point something. Oh my gosh! Like he should have been dead. The dude was just gonzo.
Wow.
So before that happened, he was like swerving into other cars, and people were seeing him, and he stopped in some dude's driveway, like an open driveway, like an open gravel type driveway, hit the dude's mailbox. So the dude comes out, he's like, and the guy was kind of like had his head on his steering wheel or whatever. And the dude's like, hey, knocks on the window. The guy rolls the window down. He's like, hey, the guy can tell the guy's gonzo. And he's like, listen to me. Stop. You're gonna kill somebody. Stop. You're gonna kill somebody. Stop. He's like, I'll help you. I'll do anything you need. You can stay at my house tonight. I'll call you an Uber. I'll get you home. You can leave your car here and come get it tomorrow. Don't drive, dude. You're gonna kill somebody. And dude reaches in to grab his keys, and the dude goosed it, drug him down the road. So he got charged with all this stuff. But the dude, like, he was. I'm not getting into all the details, but it was
Sure, I can understand that.
But yeah,
dude, that's intense.
Yeah, it was wild.
That's why people say, like, dude, you should. I think it was at your party actually. A few people said, "Hey, Joey hasn't told a story about his accident yet." That's a pretty crazy story, and this and that.
Yeah, I mean that's just the tip of the iceberg. But yeah, it was a crazy time. I'm just grateful that my kids are okay. That everybody's okay, dude. For sure. I was so freaked out, like with my kids though, like what I was going to do to them psychologically, like. Whatever.
They seem pretty normal. They seem good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. They're savages like me.
This one time for me, I was in a parking lot and a guy backed into me.
Sorry, I'll be right back. I don't need to hear this. Keep telling the story.
No, I'm just joking. It's just like my egg yolk hair. Yeah. No.
So you got rear-ended?
No, I didn't get rear-ended. I was joking about that.
Yeah, I guarantee you've been rear-ended.
Yeah. How long do you think about that one when you're peeing? I know what I'm going to say when I get back.
Oh, I like how you switched that game. I like how you switched that up.
Yeah. But that's crazy. We'll talk about my accident some other time. It was not as intense as yours. Not nearly as intense. I mean, like it was, but I understand being discombobulated because when I got in mine, I got out of the side. And I was with my buddy. It was actually Aaron Mayer. And I got out of the car and I looked at the side that I thought we got hit on. I'm like, dude, there's no damage. And then I went on the other side and it was just all caved in. Oh, yeah,
because you got your first accident with Aaron.
Yeah.
Hey, like for real, like my daughter was like, Dad, is our house over here? And I'm like, yeah, it's right over there. And I'm like I couldn't figure out where it was. Well, I was concussed too. I had like this big, I had a big knot on the back side of my ear.
Really? From just smacking
on my left side.
Was it left side? So you're driving. So you hit Probably where the not the steering wheel, but probably where the
window.
where the
Dude, this car though. I forgot to tell you about this. On this
seatbelt thing.
on this car, these cars were like. This was the 2015 at the time, but they're like, when I went and met with the detectives at this like lot where the thing was. She's like, because she asked me, she's like, "Is it okay if I plug in your computer?" I said, "Absolutely, go ahead." She goes, "When you were going exactly 25 miles per hour, and it printed out like a half-inch paperwork on this thing. It's like the black box of the car. They're like, you were going exactly 25 miles per hour. Upon collision, it catapulted you to 48.
Almost doubled
me. That's how fast dude was going. And that's why it rolled the car and did all this craziness.
Wow.
Yeah, nuts. But she's like, another detective was in there and she's like, "You have those new airbags." So upon impact, it popped out of my shoulder so nobody hits heads if somebody's in the passenger seat. It was crazy on a roll. But my front airbags didn't deploy. Just all the rear, all the way from the back to the front on both sides and the middle so nobody hit heads, but not the front.
But you didn't knock a head. You didn't hit the steering wheel.
I hit the freaking window, I think.
Right, but you hit the steering wheel at all.
I had to go in the next day and get CAT scans.
And would they say that they finally reveal anything?
Yeah, they said,
still have 200 or 300 pounds of sweet meat.
He said, "We looked at the CAT scan and all we see is chalupa."
Looks like he's got a chalupa lodged in his throat.
All right, let's come
That's
on.
crazy, dude. That's good.
You're taking me down these dark roads.
No,
let's keep it.
Here's the thing.
Let's keep it light.
We needed to talk about it.
Okay.
Because I had several requests saying, "Hey, dude, he's
That's
got a
like the
crazy
short
story."
and narrow of it. But yeah, that's
Well,
like the gist of it.
Maybe one day down the road we'll get deep with it, or not. 'Cause
No, I'm not. It doesn't
for-
doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I'm blessed to be alive for sure. I was not supposed to be alive after that one for sure. Nobody thought I was supposed to.
Do your kids remember it all? I know. I'm sure that obviously the youngest one doesn't, but
The oldest, probably. The middle, yeah, probably. Like, it's not something that I talked about with them at all. But
they never hey, remember that time we got in that accident, Dad?
no, not at all. Never.
That's crazy, dude. Well, I'm happy you're here
Hey, I'm not going anywhere, bro, for a long time. So get ready to keep listening to these Hollerin.
Hollenbecks. That's good. That's good. Well, man, I don't know what else to talk about right now, man. Like
That kind of made everybody sad right there.
No, it was good. It was like
Let's
intense.
just keep rolling with the funny stuff now.
Okay, let's go funny then.
Okay, let's go funny.
All right, so
Okay, say something funny for the first time ever.
okay, so that's probably the worst thing to do to somebody. I remember when someone said,
Hot coal.
Yeah, exactly.
Hot coal.
Someone said
like
this.
like one of the last podcasts we did. Maybe it hasn't even dropped yet. Like the one where you're like, "Oh yeah, it did drop." But you're like, "Give me a calculated risk that changed your life."
No, what I'm saying
And
is
you
this-
didn't even tell me give me any
Well, so-
insight before that.
when I was doing stand up, like just even open mic stuff, people would say, "Oh,
Hey, for real quick, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I got mad respect for you for doing that. By
I
the way,
appreciate that." You said that before. I appreciate that.
I'm serious.
So when I said that, people, "Oh, tell me a joke." Funny, man. Like, hey, you think you're so funny? Oh, you do this? Tell me a joke right now. Just do it right now. And it's like, dude, like, I can't tell you a joke. I'm actually more of an observationalist. Like, I can make jokes about what someone's saying or how they said it or what they're wearing or this or that.
I mean, kind of.
I'm not really good at like
Kind of. You can
walking up and saying,
You're not.
Hey,
You're really good at like planning jokes out and like spitting them. Where I'm like really off the cuff.
I'm off the cuff. I'm terrible at planning stuff.
How are you? I'm way more off the cuff than you. No.
I think we're about equal, if anything.
Yeah, I'll give you nucks for that.
I'm on the.
I'll give you nuts for
Thank
that.
you. I've done that before. Like you said, like you went in there, like you peed, and you're like, I know what I want to say. Oh, rear ended, really hard rear end, huh? Like you planned that one, and then, but I've done that before where I'm like, I remember being a kid, like laying in bed and just like going to bed and going like, oh man, if this guy says this to me, I'm going to say that, and then I get
there and you're like, you're fat.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I got him. Thought of that one. Got him. And everyone's like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And the big thing, so what I had to learn doing stand up, because you actually have to plan out your jokes, you're right. But you have to plan out
You
your
gotta be able
jokes
to deliver them, right?
and deliver them in a way like as if you're saying it for the first time,
Yeah.
off the cuff.
Right.
And so, you kind of get your timing, you kind of got to like practice as if you've never said it before. and then you're just like, oh, I'm just thinking of this joke right now, and it's way more. It creates
There's acting
laughter.
involved with it.
There's acting
For sure.
Yeah. So and hey,
I took a lot of drama.
yeah, Mrs. Summers.
No, I took a lot of drama classes in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for real.
What was it? What, like, were you in
No, it
the
was like-
Crucible?
No, I was just like I was like
Midsummer's Night's Dream. Where you?
No, it was like more or less like it was like a producing and like acting class. So I would take these classes and like the producer side of it would be like they were in the same class as us, but they would be different. They would like produce it and they would give them the challenges, and then they would basically the actor teacher would teach us the things, and then we'd go free with the producer side of it, who was a student or a peer, right, with us, and then we would have to do like skits or plays, or we'd do these different things, and I was always dropping bangers.
Did you ever do? Well, actually, I want to ask you this though. Did you watch the video I made with me and my son?
I did. I told you it was legit.
It was legit,
bro. It was legit.
It was pretty good.
It was really good.
Now, have you seen the 1979 commercial of Mean Joe Green and the kid in the?
And he threw him the coke.
That was.
I didn't even realize that's what you were doing.
So that's what I was doing.
Okay.
So
I didn't put two and two together. I'm sorry, but
So
I get it.
That's why I was huffing up those stairs, because Mean Joe Green is huffing through the.
You were pissed.
Through the terminal.
You were pissed.
I sounded like I was like intense.
You were intense. I was like, oh gosh, that guy's mad.
Good acting. Who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
You know what's so funny is I think Eric saw that video and he's like, hey buddy, if you ever need to lose weight,
And
I'm like, oh, he saw the video, and there I am with my gut just like, ugh.
Where are you? What? Okay, so where did you shoot that at? Here?
Here, yeah, upstairs.
That's dope. I thought it was awesome.
Thank you.
Who was the videographer?
Me. And then,
What do you mean you? Nobody filmed it for you?
well, me and my son and Megan too. We were just handing the phone back and forth. And,
It was a phone.
and that's the thing. Like, I was going to use the 4K camera.
It was good. Oh, you never use?
Well, no, because it's actually not as good camera wise as my iPhone. Like, it just seems like the iPhone is just like so crystal clear.
Shout outs to iPhone.
Shout out to iPhone on that one. Hashtag iPhone. Or just boosting their stock. You guys want to might want to buy some Apple stock real quick. But I'm already getting my laundry list together for your boat.
You coming out on that thing?
No, for when you store it again.
For when I start again. Okay.
Yeah. You got to figure out.
I'm kind of pissed off on my boat right now.
Why is that?
The boat runs amazing, but my trailer keeps locking up on me when I backed up. It happened again.
Again?
It hasn't happened to me since I pulled it out of here. And then my brother it didn't happen when I backed the boat in and dropped it. It didn't happen. Did I tell you I bought the kids everybody a jet ski? Brought it over last week. Brandon a jet ski?
No.
Yeah, I bought them a jet ski. They all rode a jet ski for the first time like
You got them
2 weeks
each a
ago.
jet ski?
No, just one. Just one big new
I thought you were
brand
just
new one.
Oprah just handing out jet skis to people.
No.
So it's locking up. It's doing the skirt.
Yeah, I think I need like some. I don't know.
A new trailer?
No, it's something. It's either wiring or I need like some. It's called like diabolic grease or something that'll like make the electric connection better.
Have you towed it with your new truck yet?
Yeah, but that's the problem. It's not about towing it. It tows it fine.
Well, though I was
but
gonna ask
backing it up, like the brakes lock, like it's not supposed to lock out. Even with a lockout key on the trailer,
It was a little smoother with the new truck, though. That's what I'm asking. It was a little
I
smooth.
didn't feel it.
Just everything was just it was the same. New truck, old truck. It just felt like it was
No. I didn't feel it on this truck. I felt it on the other one.
Oh, I got you.
For show.
Yeah, I actually saw Tyson yesterday.
I saw Tyson yesterday too.
He said that.
Yeah.
He did say that.
I just stopped by and drop off my title for my old truck, and then I had to sign a couple things for this warranty for this truck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he said I just saw Joey.
Saw Bobby too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you guys leg wrestle in the parking
For a
lot?
second. Yeah, we laid on our backs and like, ready?
One, two, three. Who won?
Who do you think?
He did.
Yep.
He rolled you over like a roly poly.
Me?
Uncle!
Me? Safe word, pineapple! Pineapple!
My shoulder! I swear it's my shoulder!
Safe word, pineapple!
Say it!
Pineapple! Come on, bro. I think you know me better than that.
But the boat, now, is the boat, did you find anything weird in the boat?
No, the boat's on point. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Boat's good.
I was worried about that all winter long.
No, the boat's good. The boat's good.
Good.
Boat's golden.
Are you serious?
I promise.
I could see in your eyes.
No, it's good.
No, I can see in your eyes. There's a little something there.
No, there's nothing there.
You're
I
not
promise.
hiding something from me?
No, I promise. I would trust me. I'd tell you if something came out of my boat as I was on the water.
Just some freaking gopher and family.
Where's the chips? Where's the chips?
Just some guy.
Hey, what the hell? Hey, I get seasick. What the hell's going on here? Hey, well, Trav, you were renting my boat out?
I didn't know. Sorry. I told you to move. You had 30 days. That's funny.
I told you 30 days.
Hey, we did it.
Did it?
We did it. We went from kind of goofy, jokey, karaoke, serious.
Rapping.
Not yet. That was on the other couple one, but today. Then into a serious conversation.
Serious.
Intense conversation.
Serious.
Made it light again at the end. You guys, we're talented. I don't know what more you want from us. Unless you want us to just maybe I need to write a script one of these days, and you and I do a table reading.
You and I would suck on
No,
a
I'm
script.
saying I would do a story. We'd narrate a
You
story
know we'd
together.
suck without beer. Is what we'd suck.
Oh, dude, we was so bad.
We'd suck without beer.
Hey, you know what?
What?
Let's do this. Guys, experiment time. Now that you're home, we would suck on beer.
What?
We're better on beer.
You just said we'd suck on beer.
No, we suck if we weren't on beer. Sorry.
No, we suck on beer too. We'll drink the shit out of some beer.
We suck when we're not on beer. We're better when we're on beer. You guys have listened to us when you're off beer. Try drinking through an episode with us and do a drinking game. Yeah. Anytime you hear Joey say or you say
okay. So I say a lot. Okay, I noticed that myself. Okay.
Or if I tell a terrible, you wouldn't get drunk at that point. But if I tell a terrible joke,
no, you would definitely get drunk if we go off the terrible jokes thing. No, or every time you laugh, you're done.
Oh, dude, you should do a drinking game.
Do a drinking game on the Elway one.
But I'm telling you this, try it and let us know. We want to know. We already know how we are when you guys listen sober. You guys have shared that and keep sharing that. But if you guys are drinking to us and listening to us while you're drinking, tell us how that is.
Yeah, for sure.
I bet we're on another friggin' level.
Oh, I can already tell you we're on another level,
dude.
bro.
We're blasting out of this friggin' universe right now. We're Elon Musk in it.
Over the moon.
All right, everyone.
Thanks for listening.
Joey, I'm gonna let you kick us out of here.
Thanks for listening. Appreciate the love. All the love. So much love.
Yeah.
Be kind to each other.
Be kind.
Be kind to each other.
Should we sing it? You sing it. I'll be there you're like,
we are the world.
We are the
I'm out of here. All right.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.